today's video, you are going to learn what an income statement is and see some easy examples of how this comes together. I'm going to show you what it looks like and how this will help you in your business. My name is Linda Tuttle, and I help entrepreneurial women maximize their income through tax savings and business systems so they can live life to the fullest and be prepared for retirement. On this channel, I talk about all things to help you grow your business. We'll talk about tax tips, accounting terms, mindset, business systems, lots of different topics to help you grow your business. So hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss my future episodes. Do accounting terms seem scary? Do you get overwhelmed when you hear people talk about all the different components that there are to running the numbers for your business? Well, today I want to simplify that for you and break things down with an easy example and show you how this plays out. There are three main financial statements that you need to be concerned about. The first one is an income statement, also referred to as a profit and loss or a P&L for short. There's also a balance sheet and a statement of cash flows. In today's video, we are only going to be talking about the items that affect the profit and loss or income statement. So let's get started. So what is an income statement? It is a statement that shows income or revenue, expenses, and then the company's profitability over a period of time. This can be over different time periods, and that's how you do comparisons. You can run it for a month, a quarter, a year end, and then compare a prior period. But that's basically what it is picture of how the company is performing over a period of time. So today I want to use a really simple example. Let's say that you own a flower business. You purchase your flowers for $1 each, and then you turn around and sell those flowers for $10 each. And in a week, you sell 10 flowers. So in this example, your revenue or income would be $100. You sold 10 flowers at $10. That's your revenue. Now remember, you bought each flower for $1. So since you sold 10 flowers and you paid $1 each, that is $10. That number represents what is called cost of goods sold. If you're producing a product that you are selling, or you have materials that are going into something that you sell, you have cost of goods sold. So $100 minus the $10, your gross profit in this example is $90. Let's say that every month, in order to sell your flowers, you have a booth that you pay $10 per month to set up and be able to sell your flowers at. This is an example of a fixed expense because it stays the same every month. That $10 per month, that is set. Let's also say that in this current month, you took a business acquaintance out to lunch. Ignore the tax side of this. And let's say that you paid $10 for that lunch. This is an example of a variable expense. Variable expenses are anything that's going to fluctuate over time. And it could be something that goes up as you produce more of something, your cost goes up. But in this example, it's just you going out to lunch. Maybe you go out twice a month, 3 times a month. That's a variable expense. So in this case, your operating expenses are $20. The $10 you paid for the booth and the $10 you paid to take your friend out to lunch. So that is a total of $20. Now, what you have remaining is your net profit. So we had $90 of gross profit. You subtract the $20 of operating expenses, and that leaves you with $70 of net profit. In this example, this is what you would give to your tax preparer. So that $70 is before taxes. but I just wanted to show you a super simple example of how this would work and what you are going to give to your tax preparer. And then that $70 is what you are going to pay tax on, because that is your net profit from your business. Now, I want to talk about something else. I run into small business owners all the time who don't keep track of these numbers during the year. They don't run a profit and loss periodically. They wait until maybe March or April of the year after all of the expenses have occurred to create this profit and loss and go into their tax preparer. But what I want to talk to you about is why this is important for your business, to run this on, in my opinion, a monthly basis, to be looking at your numbers. If you don't know what your net income is, then you don't know what to be setting aside for taxes. You don't know if something that you're selling is profitable. This is something else that I see all the time as well, that people are hustling. They feel like they're working all the time. They are selling, like they have money coming in, but they're not tracking their expenses. And so they don't realize that maybe they're not charging enough for whatever they're doing, and they're not actually making money. Because in this example, another thing that I forgot to mention is a profit and loss. You know, if your income is more than your expenses, you've got a profit. But if your expenses are more than your income, then you've got a loss. That's why it's called a profit and loss statement. So it's your role as a small business owner to know what these numbers are, to be able to make informed decisions. Do you have money to be able to hire help? Do you have money to be able to pay for marketing? Do you have money to make an investment in a piece of equipment? These are all things that will help you as your business grows, rather than just, oh, I've got revenue coming in, but not looking at your expenses. In this analogy, income is like sunlight and water that is being provided to your garden to help it sustain and grow and flourish and produce a bountiful harvest over time. Expenses are like the weeds that if they aren't managed properly, they can choke the life out of your garden. You don't want that to happen to your business. So that's why I believe it's so important to understand what your expenses are and be tracking them. Now, just like a garden, your savings and investments would be like the fertilizer that would nourish and provide the sustenance that the garden needs, just like your business. It takes time to grow, but such an important part of your business. Just as a gardener must tend to their garden on a regular basis, you as a small business owner need to tend to your finances regularly so that you are growing your business, just like a bountiful garden.